I can't get I opened the book up before I came online. And then I went off, I've been on and offline several times trying to figure out how to get the book open. So I'm hoping whoever did it last week can do it again.
Okay.
Hopefully she'll
And
be
I'm
on.
gonna have to have another session on how to do it with somebody. Oh,
Technology is not my forte, that's for
it's
sure.
not mine either. Teaching Hebrew is fun. It's easy. I love it. The technology part of it, I could live without. How are you, Bonnie?
Hi, good. I'm just listening to all the conversation. And I came into the middle of what, I don't know, Laura, you were talking about, you have a new president. Is it like a women's league president or sisterhood
No.
president?
Hadassah.
Hadassah president.
Yes.
Yeah.
I stick with Women's League. I find that's my most wonderful source.
Well, that's great. Well, we actually have a new new sisterhood president here, and I know she's going to rope me in. I said no more no more boards, but one shot things. I'm good for one shot.
Yeah.
So Karen, I'm trying to take attendance here.
So you like a job that has a beginning and an end, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've been there, done that with all kinds of other things, and I don't want it. Do
I
not want it.
understand.
Diane, were you the person who put the book up last week?
Yes,
Could you do it again today, please? When I
sure. Yeah.
I keep
Let
opening
me
it.
grab it.
I keep opening it and then I can't get it. Oh, we got company. No, Pearl. Okay, who just came on? Karen, I'm trying to. Celia's here. Laura's here. Rochelle, I got. Diane, I don't have you in yet. Diane.
Joan, will you start with some questions, please?
Always,
Thank you.
always. I always want to know if something's bothering you before we go on. It doesn't
Okay.
make sense otherwise.
Okay.
Joan, I was gonna say, I actually had trouble practicing because I didn't remember what some of the things were. I started to get lost last time at the end.
Okay.
Is there any way you can refresh what some of the
I'm
sounds were?
going to refresh. I promise you. Definitely. But you know, you can always go back up in the book and find what you need. If the problem is putting it all together. But everything's there in the book.
Oh, this is no light.
It's just now, who do we have on now? Who is Dan? Yeah, who is Dan? I don't know who Dan is. That must be your husband. Who? Tell me your name. Hillary. Okay. You know, eventually I'll recognize all of you. That's what I'm looking forward to. I gotta find it here. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's good is right.
Okay.
Go back a couple pages before we go forward, though.
Yeah, I don't know what page you want to start. Just let me know.
Let's see. No, keep going.
We
Wait,
stopped on page.
We stopped on this page. I want to go back 2 pages. Go back 2 pages. Right there. That's it. Good. Thank you.
Five.
That's great.
Can I interject for 1 second?
Can you what?
Interject for 1 second.
Certainly.
I practiced by singing the words. I felt they were a little bit easier with the nonsense words.
Oh,
It worked a little bit better.
that's
me.
great. That's
don't-
great if it works for you.
Still screwing up, but you know.
Okay, let's go back to the full screen, please, Diane, so I can see everybody's faces as they come on.
Okay, hold on.
I want to see everybody who comes on, and I can't do it when it's in this mode.
I'm trying.
Okay. I'm gonna have to put out an SOS and figure out how to do it. I mean, it's like, I did what they told me, but it didn't work. I'm trying to see who's here. Let's see if I get a gallery view. Let's see if I can get wait a minute, side by side, standard. This is what, no.
If you do gallery, you should be able to.
No, because she's controlling it.
Oh, Well,
If you
I'll
do-
stop share. I'll stop share. All right, there you
There we
go.
go.
Okay, great, that's
There
perfect.
we are.
That is perfect. Okay, oh, Diane's come on, good. Who else has come on?
Celia?
Celia is not, she's on, but she's not.
Okay.
That's all right, we've got a few, we still got, no, we don't have, do we? It's 10:04. Okay, I'm gonna wait one more minute. And there are a couple people who were not on last week, and hopefully they're coming, but we're not gonna hold it up for those of you who have come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I've got everybody now. When Celia and Diane come back on, we're gonna go for it. Okay? All right, Diane, can we get, it's time to start, so can we get the page back up, please?
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let me see. Okay.
Great, okay. Let's start, first of all, let me take questions from you. Who has a question?
I have a question, Laura.
Okay, Laura, go.
Well, I'm at the top of page 8. And although I recognize the letters, the word makes no sense because the initial mem has no vowel. So how is it pronounced?
How do I do this diplomatically?
Okay,
It isn't, I don't understand how this does.
okay,
This is the book that was chosen, that was donated to the
okay,
league to use. You can't read it.
okay. Well, I mean, I think I know what it wants to say, but
And
because the mem has no vowel, then, where do I go from there?
You go with the vowel right before it that you haven't had yet. That's the problem.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Well, that's what you mean, the right after it that we haven't had yet. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
right. That's both
No
ways.
problem, no problem. Good.
Okay,
I'm good.
any other questions, concerns?
I had
Yeah.
a question. I didn't remember when you see the line underneath of a letter like mem with the
Yeah.
with the line underneath it. Was that the like ma?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Any other questions? Any other concerns? Good. Well, I want to go back to where I said we would be. I want to go back a little bit, one more. Good. All right, you all remember we have two forms of the chaf, the final chaf and the regular chaf, right?
Yes.
The final chaf comes at the end of a word. That's the one that goes down below the line. The regular chaf comes in the beginning. I'm not even going to bother with the words because they are problematic. You haven't had the vowels and they're trying to put them together and it doesn't work, very honestly. So if you all feel comfortable with the sounds that are on this page that you've had, we'll go on, okay?
Mhm.
Question, Bonnie, is your hand up?
No, I'm just fixing my screen.
Okay,
I have bad eyes. Small.
well, it took me a while to figure out how to get it on the screen and make it work, so I understand that. Okay, let's go to the next page, please. Okay, good. Now we've got this vowel, 2 dots, the A sound, right?
Yeah.
You all recognize it. The yud, which follows it, which we haven't had, just makes it longer. It's a, Israelis will even go, eh. They don't really give it a long A, but those of us here in the diaspora really say A for the 2 dots. And then with the yud follows it, it's A. It's usually, well, it could be a syllable. Eventually we'll have all the vowels and letters and you will see that a letter in the vowel makes a syllable. Occasionally you get a yud which lengthens it. Okay, any questions about this page? Question?
Mm-mm.
No, okay, let's move on. Okay, here's the vowel that you asked about, Bonnie, the A vowel, 2 forms of it. Again, I am going to repeat what I said last week. If you are somebody in your congregation who speaks or reads Ashkenazi Hebrew, or if by some chance you should visit Chabad, they use Ashkenazi Hebrew. The one that looks like a little T is pronounced aw. So if you go somewhere and you see that done, don't freak out. For all intents and purposes, for modern Israeli Hebrew, for Hebrew as we know it in most of our congregations, both vowels are ah. Okay?
Mhm.
Question? Good, let's move on. Okay, now we have the E vowel, the two forms again, E or E. The yud gives the y sound, E. So if you look at the first line, the first one will be me, and the
Me.
second will be me.
Me.
You can't really hear it, but technically it's me and me. It's a y sound at the end. That's what the yud does. Okay? So this is all review. Moving along, please. Okay. Now we're coming to our second has two forms. The sofit, the final form, and the regular form. So if you look at line 2, who can read the first word?
Meme.
Meme.
Okay, everybody see that? Meme, two forms of the mem. The yud lengthens it a little. If the yud wasn't there, it'd still be essentially the same for our purposes. Okay, let's go down to line 8. I think we're getting whole words there. Okay. I'm going to tell you that in the first word, we'll just blend into the lamed. Well, we'll just blend into it. Don't mouth. That's all you need to know. So I would like a volunteer to read line 8.
I'll do it.
Is that Rochelle?
Diane.
Diane, go.
Malahay. Malahim.
Wait a minute. What's the first vowel, honey?
Malahim.
No, go back to that. Go back to
Oh.
that.
Malahay.
What's the first vowel?
A.
No, okay. It looks like an A. It's actually a line.
Ah.
So
Oh.
I can see it looks sort of broken. So
Malahay.
Malche.
Malhay.
Mal,
Okay.
Malche.
Malhay.
Okay, next one.
Malahim. Melecha.
What are you adding there?
CH. CH.
There's no vowel at the last letter. Final letters don't need a vowel.
Oh. Malachicha. Malacha.
There's no vowel under the cha. Just blend into it.
Malach.
Malacha.
Melech.
Malach. Okay.
Melech.
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 Okay.
All right.
Melech.
That's a key word. What does it mean?
King.
Yes. Okay. Next one.
Malahay.
Again, look at the first vowel.
Melhay.
What's the first vowel?
A.
No.
Oh.
It's not a 2 dots.
No.
No,
It's
it's a line.
Oh.
I can see that it looks that way. No, it's a line.
Okay. All right. Malhay.
No, what's the dot? What is it? A line. It's not S.
Isn't it A?
No. The
Ah.
dot is A.
Ah.
Right.
Ah.
Yeah.
Malahay.
No.
Malach.
Listen. Malache.
Malahay.
Mama.
Ah.
Malache.
Malahay.
That vowel is an ah.
Ah. Okay. Malahay.
Okay. With the okay, and the last one.
Malachim.
Good. There's no vowel for the mem, so we won't dispute that one. Let's go back to the missing vowels that they put in here. Line 10. What's the first word? Shout out your name, and so I know who's reading. First word in line 10.
Melech, Karen.
Good. Perfect, Karen. Me melech. You all see that?
Mhm.
Do you all understand that?
Yep.
I want you to think of it in terms of syllables. The first syllable is the me. The second syllable is the meh. And the third syllable is the lech. Me, meh, lech. every Hebrew word can be divided into syllables. Only when another vowel comes, we have it longer. So the first word is mimelech. What's the second word, 9-10?
Hillary, me, Melech.
Same thing. What's the next word?
Malachi.
Malche. Right.
Okay.
Did you recognize the word? There will be a silent vowel with the lamed eventually, and then it's still malche. It's still just 2 syllables. Okay, let's go on. Next page. I think we're ready to rumble here. Okay, we've now got
Page
the.
10.
Are there any questions before we go on? Please don't be afraid to say anything. We're a small, intimate group, which is great, which makes learning much more fun. Okay. New letter, hey. It's like an H, ha. So the first line, you've had all of those vowels. I'd like a volunteer to read, it's just ha, ha, he, hey, whatever. With there's yod at the end, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about that now. But who could read the first line?
Laura,
Go ahead.
okay.
Whoops,
He,
lost the book.
ready?
No, I'm out.
Okay, okay.
Wait a minute. Why am I out? Why did I lose the class link? What the devil is going on here? Let me see if I can get back in.
Maybe this is Teresa, maybe you minimized your screen. Because we can see you and we can hear you.
Now I'm in.
Are you ready?
I want to get rid of this. Cancel. All right. Yeah, go ahead. We're reading what line?
Number 1.
I'm having
line one.
problems. It's telling me leave the meeting or cancel. There it goes. All right. We're reading line 1. Yes, please. Go.
Okay. So the first is he. The second is he. Is that correct?
No, what is that?
Keith?
Don't worry about it. Where
No,
is
don't
the
worry.
ka? There's no ka.
Okay, so it's,
Don't worry
it's
about the good. Don't.
okay,
Okay.
okay. Hey,
No, go back to the beginning, please. So make sure that everybody's with us.
he,
Yes.
he, hey, hey, he.
Bingo. Perfect. Everybody see that?
Mhm.
Is anybody confused at all about any of the vowels? They're all in your book. If you go back, they give it to you every time. As I said, that yud kind of lengthens it. He, as opposed to he. But we're not going to worry about that now. So you can ignore that yud for all purposes. Okay. Second line. They're all K's, and we're practicing our vowels. Who'd like to do that? Would you like me to volunteer someone?
My hand up.
Oh, Bonnie, go.
Okay. He, ha, he, hey, he, hey, ha.
Excellent.
Perfect.
That was a song.
Perfect. Okay. Let's try the third line. These are all just K's. We're practicing our vowels. Who's going to be the brave person? Rochelle.
Ha, 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 ha.
Ooh, I'll get a good laugh at that one. You're all remembering your vowels? Okay,
Yes,
we're going to get a little more complicated now. These are not full words. They are just sounds, but they are pronounceable. They are pronounceable. Line 4, who's the brave person? Do I have to volunteer someone? I don't see Celia. Celia,
I'm here. I'm
Okay.
here.
You want to read line 5?
5,
Line 4, I'm sorry.
4. Hala, ha ha, hama, hum, hame, hame.
Wow, this is great, you guys. Okay, line 5. Who's the brave person? Oh my God, do I have to volunteer someone? Diane Goldberg, let's go. Line 5.
I'm sorry, I can't see it very well. All right, ha, hey, ha, hey,
Wait a minute, line
Oh.
5.
sorry, hama,
What's the vowel under the mem?
hame,
Good,
hamele,
good,
hamelech,
good.
ha, me.
Yay, everybody
Very
got
good.
that?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Fabulous. Okay, we're missing a vowel here. Okay, let's go to line 7. Let's get tricky. Who wants to do
Let's-
this?
Teresa,
Okay. Teresa, when did you come? Wait a minute, Teresa, when did you come on?
about 5 after 10.
Okay, I'm glad you're there. Teresa, read line, which one do we say? Line, no,
7.
Line 7.
7, go.
Hamlahi, hamlahi, hamlahim, hamlahim.
Perfect, perfect. Has anybody else come on late? I just need to know, is Gloria on? Debbie? Bobby?
Somebody is HSOKOL. I don't know who that is.
That's Bobby Sokol, I think.
Is Bobby on?
It's at the very bottom of my screen.
Yeah.
H
Bobby?
circle.
No
With us?
face, just a name.
Okay. Do me a favor, can we go out of the book for a few moments just so I can see the faces, please?
Yeah.
stop
I gotta
there.
do. Maybe
Stop
I gotta
sharing.
stop share.
That's all we need. Okay. Okay, Bobby, are you with us? I want to see everybody's faces and see who we've got here. Celia, did you come back?
I'm here.
Okay, can't see you. No camera. Okay. You don't have to do a camera. Bobby, did you disappear?
Yeah, she's no longer on.
I know. That's why I said that. Okay, so I'm not going to mark her in yet. Okay, let's go back to sharing, please. Okay. Let's do line 10. Who has not read and would like to read line 10?
I'll do it.
I don't know who I is. Go ahead.
Hillary.
Hillary, go. Go, Hillary. Great.
Mi malach,
Wait a minute. What's your vowel, honey?
mi malach,
Look at the vowels.
lek, mi melech.
Melech. Right. We've got the 2 F vowels.
Yeah,
Is that a word you recognize?
yeah, mi melech is
Viking.
something.
What's the next word?
Next word is malache.
You recognize that?
Yeah,
And what about the next word?
hamlachim.
Mi melech malachi hamlachim.
Part of that prayer.
Part of our prayer. Excuse my voice. Mi melech malachi hamlachim.
Would you do that last word one more time on line 10?
Hamlachim. Kosher. I mean, ham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
I will tell you that we haven't had it yet, but there is a silent vowel that will fill in under that mem. So the first syllable would be ham. When you have that silent vowel, the sky, it breaks it. Ham, la, thing. And that's what
Joan, is there, sometimes there's a silent and sometimes you have to add. Is there any rules associated with that?
I don't understand your question, please.
Like, sometimes we've had to assume that there was a valve under it versus blending the word. Is there a rule associated with that?
There is, yes, there is always a vowel under it. And the vowel that's missing is the silent vowel, the shva.
Okay.
And so you blend into that, which is what you've been doing. Ham, lachim, malche, and so on.
Okay.
Okay. So assume that there is a silent vowel that you blend into. We'll get to it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, can we move on?
Mm.
Yes? Good.
Yes.
Let's go. Okay, good. We have a review page now. Here are your letters, here are your vowels. Look it over you have the two forms of the mem, the lamed, the two forms of the cha, and the hey. And you've got your vowels. E, A, E, A, A. Okay? Are there any questions about this? This is all review. But the only thing new today so far is the hey. Got it?
Yep.
Great. All right. We are going to assume, this is all review. We are going to assume that there is a silent vowel if there's, I'll tell you when there's an exception. For most of these cases, when you do not see a vowel, we are going to assume that there is a vowel, which is two dots vertically, and you blend in. So, I don't know, that doesn't even work this way. Look at line 3. Forget the first one. There should be a vowel under them. But look at the next word. There, look at that word.
Hamlahi.
Good. Hamlahi.
Hamlachim.
Oh, hamlachim, yes, hamlachim.
Everybody there with hamlachim?
Yep.
Shout out if you have a question, please. Okay, hamlachim. We are assuming that there is a silent vowel under the mem. There is in the word. So you blend into it and say hamlachim. Got it?
Yes.
Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay, let's work a little bit. Let's look at line 7, 8, and 9. 7, 8, and 9. I'm going to read a word, and I want you to read the word that follows my word. Okay? 7, 8, and 9. My word is lech. Lech.
Lemalek.
What's the
Lemalek.
first vowel?
Lamelech.
Thank you. La melech. Excellent. Okay, my word is lachem. What follows lachem?
I got it.
Okay. Shout it out.
Hechem.
Hey, chem. Good. Listen, if I had a different.
Could you say could the person who's going to repeat it say the line and the word?
Yes,
and the
that would be
number?
helpful.
Yeah, that
Thank
would be
you.
really helpful.
Okay,
I
All right,
Hillary.
lost.
let's repeat that one. Let's repeat that one. My word is lachem. Who had the next one? Who had the next word?
So it was line 8, letter, the fourth word, Lamelech.
No. My word was that was lech. Okay.
Lamelech.
All right. That was my first one. Stop. We're all getting confused. Let's look at lines 11 and 12. Fresh start. I will read a word. You will tell me what follows it. And you will, before you say it, you're going to say what line and what word. Okay? My word in line 11 and 12 is mi melech. Mi melech.
Line 12.
Hamlachim.
Hamlachim. Excellent. Did everybody see that?
Yes.
Is there any?
Hamlachim.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. That's the
Maybe
last word. Is that the last word on line 12 that you just read?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
can you say it again, Joan, how you pronounce that last word on line 12?
Sure. Hamlachim. We are assuming that there is a silent vowel under the first mem there. Ham. Therefore you blend into it. Hamlachim. Are you with me, Bonnie?
Yes.
Clear? Okay. I'm getting frustrated that we don't have. Let's go to the next page. We've got a great word. Okay. We're not going to be able to read that whole word, but we're getting a very important letter, the shin. Shin. Well, the word at the top, we still have a little trouble with it. You may recognize it, but we haven't had the vowel, so we're not going to do that.
Shalom.
Shalom. The word is shalom.
Oh,
Absolutely.
wow.
Isn't that a wow?
Yeah.
That wow the vowel following the lamed is an O vowel. We haven't had it yet technically, but we can read the word shalom. And we can also read the third line. Who's going to read the third line here with the shin, our new letter shin?
Laura.
Go, Laura.
Okay, so it's shield,
First word? Yes, I'm sorry. You're right.
shield,
Yes.
shield.
Wait a minute. No. What's that
No,
vowel?
oh, shield.
No, it's not an E. What's
She
the
went-
vowel?
Third word.
Dale.
Ale. So the word is
Shale.
shale.
Mm.
Go with it.
Yep.
Shale.
Yes.
Okay, let me pass on that and let somebody else do line 3.
Okay. I'll get back to you though. I'm going to volunteer somebody, whoever. Celia, I haven't heard from you.
Yes.
How about line
Sheol.
3?
Sheol, 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 Shal, Shal, Shal.
Bingo, that was perfect. Thank you. Was everybody with her? She was fast. Everybody followed it?
Yes.
Fabulous. Line 4. I'm going to do the volunteering here.
Okay.
The people I haven't heard from. Diane Goldenberg, line 4.
You heard from me.
Line 4.
Shale- Wait a minute, I'm trying to, it's hard to to see the 3 dots versus the line, the T thing. Shale,
It's not 3 dots. It's the T thing. It's
oh,
recorded.
shale,
No.
shale,
What's the vowel? Who can help us?
Ah,
Ah,
The A vowel, correct. So the word
Shall.
is
right, shall,
right.
shally,
Perfect. Right. Keep going.
shall,
Leave.
Lee,
Yes.
is that a T again or? All right,
Yeah.
shall,
It's that little T. Yes.
shall, la,
No, it's the vowel.
A.
Yes. So
lay,
it is
shall lay,
good. Keep going.
shall la,
No, it's that same vowel, honey. 2 dots.
2 dots. Okay,
Do you having trouble seeing it?
yes, shall lay, I am. I can,
maybe the person who's sharing their screen could increase the Zoom or something a little bit.
I don't think you can.
I was trying to figure out how to do that.
yeah, and I can't, I've got it, my computer, so I can't do it with my fingers. Okay, I'm sorry, am I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Oh, I know, maybe under view options, Zoom ratio
Could work. I don't know.
at the top of
That's
your
just
screen.
How about that?
Oh,
Good.
there, yeah.
Good. Okay, let's go
Okay.
down. Let's scroll down. That's perfect. Thank you. Scroll down. More.
Or
Oh, this is so much better.
We gotta work harder. Keep going.
Wow.
All right, stop. Perfect. I was
Yes,
at
on
line
4.
8. Okay, no excuses now. You can see the vowels.
Shall le,
What, I don't know where you are anymore.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Let's start line 8 again.
8. Oh, 8?
8. Oh, wow.
Oh, are we in 10?
we were on
We're on 4.
4.
Yeah, we were at the beginning. Yeah, 4. We were in 4.
Oh, I want to hear line 8.
Somebody else can do that.
Who's brave?
Shalom.
Karen.
I know who's here and I'm going to volunteer people if no one does.
Shalem,
Okay.
Shalem. Shalom. Shalem. Shalem.
Perfect. Who read that, Laura?
Yeah.
Bonnie.
Bonnie, great. That was perfect, Bonnie. Fabulous. Who's going to read line 9?
Oh, God.
Oh,
I'll try it. Hillary.
good. Go, Hillary.
Melech, Shalem, Shalem, Malche, Shalem, Shame, Shalem.
Yeah. You guys are great. I don't know how fast we're supposed to be moving, but we're going to be through this book early. You're doing great. Okay, now I need line 10. We're getting a little bit trickier, but there's nothing. Oh, well, there is a yud in there. And when you look at the next to the second to the end and last word in line 10, there's a yud in there. What that does is essentially lengthen the vowel. So instead of being lay, it would be lay, lay. You hear that yeah sound, okay? Volunteer for line 10.
Karen, Shalem, 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 Lechem, Shalem, Lechem.
Wow, that was great. Who else
Wow.
wants to try it? That was fast.
It was
Who else?
impressive.
Line 10 again. Who haven't I heard from?
Teresa didn't.
Who?
Teresa hasn't said anything.
Teresa said one thing, but she's going to read it again. Please, Teresa, line 10.
Line 10, okay. Shalem, 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 Lechem, Shalem, Lechem.
Wow, who wants to read line 11? Diane Masha.
I'll try.
Okay.
Lahim,
Wait,
Lahim,
honey. What's the vowels?
A, E. No,
A.
A. La, la,
Lechem.
lehe,
Finish.
lehem,
Good. Okay.
sham,
Vowel.
shem,
Shame.
Shame.
Sheen.
Right.
team, sha, im,
Finish the word. Let's blend into it.
aim,
No. Sham.
sham,
You see it?
sham,
Good. Now,
shalim,
good. Vowel.
lehem.
Good. I'm going to suggest anybody, it could be for everybody, but it could be if you're having trouble with your vowels, go back to the book, make yourself a chart where you have all the vowels in front of you. Some of the books have that. Let me take a quick look and see if there's something like that in this book that will help you. Many books have that kind of a chart at the end, but I don't see it here.
Well, Unit 2, page 11, the review.
Yes, Unit 2, page 11 has the review of all the vowels. Good, thank you. We looked at that. Look at that. Copy it. Make a copy of it. You can all do that. And keep that in front of you when you're reading. So if you have any question about what a vowel is, it's there.
I have
Okay.
a question about the shin itself.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of the dot to the upper right corner of the shin?
Mhm.
I'm going to confuse you. That makes it a shin. If the dot were on the other side, it would be a sin.
Shinson.
The dot with the dots on the right, it's a shin. If the dot's on the left, it's pronounced sa instead of sha.
Okay. So this is the SH sound. The other one is a soft S sound.
Exactly.
Okay.
But we haven't had the other one yet. So just assume that the shin has a dot on the right.
Yeah.
Okay. You asked questions.
Misplaced vowel.
I have to answer you, and I don't want to confuse you. Just assume that we've had the shin, the dot is always on the right side.
Okay.
Okay.
Joan, what does it mean when there's two dots underneath, like vertical instead of horizontal?
Okay, next to the last word in line 12.
Mhm.
Everybody
Melech.
look at, that is our silent vowel. You haven't had it yet. Why they put it on the page is beyond me. I know they had trouble finding a book they could use for free, and that's why they're using this one. But it really needs to be edited. That is the silent vowel or the schwa. So, yeah, silent. Just know it's silent. It's mal, mal. You blend into it. Whenever you see the schwa, the silent vowel, you blend into it. That actually one syllable is mal because the silent vowel that isn't pronounced.
How do you even say that? Spell that.
See?
Schwa.
Mal, I'm going to read it to you. Line 12, fourth word. Malche.
Malche.
It's really what you've been reading all along, but that is the vowel that's in this. So what would the next word be if we've got a silent vowel to blend into?
Wait.
No.
Lachim.
Yes. Lachim. Okay. So you've got a new vowel that they didn't introduce and they put on the page. But you've been essentially reading it anyway, so it shouldn't be complicated. You always said there's a vowel that's missing. You look at line 9, the third word. What's the vowel that's missing? It's that silent vowel under the lamed. Line 9, third word. If you look at, now there are not going to be many of them because that would make it easy. Okay, there'll be more on the next page. Let's move on. I think.
Question.
Yeah.
I had gotten this off of the computer, but according to that, it's eh instead of silent. So how do I know?
It's.
Should I ignore this one?
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
Mala. It can be mala. It can be malache. Me melech malache. Yeah, sometimes it's pronounced, but it can be but it's a very, very short malache.
It says soft. Eh.
You know, when you're going fast like the Israelis do, it's malche. But if you're saying it can be malache, malache, but it's not maleche, malache. Do you hear the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Just assume it's silent for all intents and purposes. You can make it a very short if you choose. Are there any other questions? Are you all very comfortable here?
Yeah.
Bonnie's smiling. I don't see all of you.
I'm never comfortable. I'm too old to remember all this stuff.
You're doing
I'm with you,
great.
Bonnie.
You read beautifully. You read beautifully. I called on you deliberately and you read beautifully. You're not doing, and it's all there. You've got it. You've got to practice. That's the only thing I can say to you. You've got copy that page with all the vowels. That's the biggest problem. Make a copy of it. And then keep that in front of you when you practice.
Mhm.
Whenever in doubt, look at it. And as I said, a few minutes every day is worth an hour and a half on Wednesday night. An hour and a half on Wednesday night is not going to help you. What you got to do is 5-10 minutes a day. I say that to all my students of every age, but I really believe that. It doesn't really register with younger ones, but you're all smart enough to understand that it will help you. And you're here because you want to be, which is great. Okay, are there any questions on this page? What's at the bottom? Can you scroll up for a second, please, Diane? There it is. The half vowel, it's like about, around. It comes at the beginning of a word or a syllable. It comes at the end of a syllable. It can come at the beginning of a word, then it's eh. Then it's the eh. If it comes in the middle of a word, you blend into it. Let's put it that way. At the beginning of a word, let's go to the next page and find the examples we need. Okay, we now have the wonderful word. Scroll down a little, the top of the page. No, up, I'm sorry, scroll up a little. There it is. And you can, so you have the word shalom. Now notice the O can be a dot on the left side of a letter, or it can be what's really above a letter, the stick with the dot above it. So if you look at the first two lines with me, and under it is, the first one is mo, what's under it? Under it. Under it.
Mo.
Malo.
All right, go back to the first line. Go back to the first line. Second word is?
second word, ho.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, down below it,
oh,
Oh.
Hello,
same,
hello.
exactly the same sound.
oh,
Got it?
Got it.
All right,
Okay.
the third
Mhm.
word.
show,
Show
show,
Show.
and
show.
show.
show,
Okay, next one.
Ho
oh,
and ho.
oh,
And,
Low and
Oh.
low.
low,
low.
okay, okay. So you've got it. If you need to practice it. What I would do, honestly, is write this onto the page you copied as another vowel. Put it with an X and the dot above it. That's usually the easiest way to write it. Make an X with the dot above it on the left side, and then the O. Add it to the page of vowels that you copied that you're going to keep in front of you as you read. Okay? Now, look at the third line.
Question.
Yeah. Go. Question.
Oh,
No, I don't want you to read it. What's the question?
Back
Oh,
to the me. I know it's the same, 1 and 2 are the same. It's a little confusing. Like the whole.
One and lines 1 and I want to go over it again. I want to
It's
make
just-
sure you all have it.
I mean, I have it, but I just, can they be written the same? I mean, am I going to see words that will just have in line 1, the ho with the dot, and then I'm going to see words with the ho with the o with,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, it's every word has the right one. It's not a choice when you're writing it out.
I have
So,
another
Joan-
crazy question.
Wait a second, Rochelle. What, Laura, what?
so line 3, the first word, so we're looking at the dot. The dot doesn't go with the lamet, it goes with the ch.
It's the vowel.
Look, look.
Okay, I'm saying, is the vowel with the lamet or is
Yes.
it with the ch?
It's not even a vowel. It would never be written that way. It's no.
But if it were,
I know you
is
get
this,
that, Rochelle. Let me just clarify this. It wouldn't be written that way. It wouldn't. It would be written, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 word.
6?
Low. It would be written that way. It would never be written.
Okay,
That's a syllable. And in fact, if it were a word, it would be the next one with the sub feet.
okay.
Okay?
So it's loch,
Right.
loch.
Okay.
Okay.
You clear? Rochelle's
I
had
am.
it. Go,
I
Rochelle.
have another crazy question. I apologize.
No,
Down at the bottom of the page, it says that O sound is like in fort. So is that an O or an kind of an AW sound?
Oh, just call it O. I don't understand that. I really don't. Because
So
you
it's
say
like a
shalom.
long-
You don't say shalom. You don't say it's O. Forget that.
Oh, okay.
Cross it out.
Yeah, that's what
Cross it out.
confused me.
Put a
But
line through it in your pet. Throw a line through it in your book. Oh,
That's what I'm
So
doing.
Joan, is it more like OH, like O when in English?
yeah. If it's not
That's
that long,
soft.
it's just O.
yeah.
Oh dear, what is the matter? If it
Yeah.
isn't,
Mhm.
it's O. It's O.
Mhm.
It's a very simple vowel. It can be written in 2 ways, and there's only one way of correct spelling it. But
Yeah,
it-
that was confusing when I looked
it
at
is
it.
confusing. But
Mhm.
it can be written, depending on the word, it can be written one way or the other. Okay? What to tell you here? Scroll down a little bit, please, Diane. See if I can find
Joan,
it.
is there any reason why the vowel is at the top of the letter in this case rather than at the bottom where it usually seems to be?
This vowel comes at the top. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just to confuse you. There's no other reason.
Oh,
So
the
like
bo-
on 7, so that's a shin. So is that sha or is that shaw?
Hello?
Yeah, it's Sha.
But what, look at that dot on the shin.
No, that's part of the S.
That's
That's
part of,
part
that's
of the
making it a shin. That
Excuse
dot-
me,
that
excuse
dot
me.
makes it a shin.
Okay, sorry.
Okay? No, don't be sorry. There's no questions are foolish, honestly.
I got it.
Got it? Rochelle, are you with me now?
Shalom. Shalom. Mhm.
Shalom, yeah, that's a
Shalom.
wonderful word. You have, in that word, if you look at the last, if you look at the last two, I'm not even gonna go with that one before, but the last two words in line 7 are words that you should know, you will recognize. When you're learning to read prayers, you should learn to recognize key words. I'm gonna try to help you. So you have an idea what this prayer is about.
Exactly.
Looking at the other page to see what it says, you say, oh, this is about the king. Who is the king in all cases and prayers?
Yeah.
Who's
God.
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 But if you're doing a haftarah or following a haftarah, you could have kings because those are the prophets. And melech means king.
Don't confuse us more.
So melech
So,
is king.
hello, king.
Which
So,
one?
so it would be interpreted hello, king.
Hello, king.
Well, shalom means hello, goodbye, peace.
Oh, I don't think you'd ever say shalom melech.
Well, I mean,
Hello means hello, goodbye, and peace. You're absolutely right.
so I'm
But
saying,
you
hello.
wouldn't say shalom king.
Well,
You
Okay.
say shalom Mary, you give them a name, whatever.
Shalom,
The
Melech.
kings, all right, I want you to go to line 8 and look at the very last line, word in line 8.
Amlachim.
Elohim.
Lachim. Do you
Elohim.
see? Do you see?
Malachim.
Okay. Do you see a 3-letter root in there?
Yeah,
What is-
Mal, ha,
Ha.
Mal.
Ham.
What's the root?
Lachim.
Yeah,
The 3-letter
hamlachim.
root?
What's the root? What's the 3-letter root word in there?
Ham. Lachim. So it's 3 letters. The ham is.
No. Hamlachim is the
Yeah.
word. There are 3 Hebrew letters in there that are a root. Hebrew letters all have 3-letter roots.
So
What
king,
are the 3 letters in that word? Hamlachim. They're what letters you know.
ham.
No. Just tell me the 3 letters.
Oh. Ham.
No.
Ha.
No.
HML.
No.
Mem,
I'm
Lamed,
not sure, I don't
I
understand the
heard
question.
it. Who has it?
Oh, the vowel.
Mem, Lamed, and Kuf.
Yes.
Mem.
Mem Lamed Cha. That's melech in there, ladies.
Oh, got it.
The ha means the. You've got the word melech, and the im is the plural. So it's the kings. Hamlachim. If
Not
it's
to me.
melech hamlachim, it's the king of kings.
Okay.
Okay.
Melech hamlachim, the king of kings. You see, you can see roots in these words. There's
Ah.
melech.
So it's like Spanish, senor and senora.
Yes. And you will have, yes, it has gender, like Spanish. My Spanish is virtually non-existent, although I live in South Florida. And I learn it. I keep threatening to, and I've been threatening for 10 years now to learn it, but to no avail. But yes, if you know Spanish and you know where there is gender, or any other language where there is gender,
Much easier than Hebrew.
not really.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you know Latin. I know Latin, but I still can't do Spanish. I can read a little bit of Spanish and French, but I can't hear it. But that's my problem. Okay, so let's go back to melech hamlachim. The root melech is in the word hamlachim. Mi melech hamlachim. From the prayer. Mi melech hamlachim. King of kings.
Okay,
Okay.
that's a beer.
So you're getting a lot of words here that you know. Now look at you're getting the shvat. Go back to the beginning of line 8. This first word is easy, right? What is it?
Shalom.
Shalom.
Alone.
Of course, that's a sight word. Who could read the next word?
Lamelech.
Lamella.
Who said it? Laura.
Lamelech.
Right.
Lamella.
Lamelech.
Lemelech. You all see it. Lemelech.
Amelech.
It's a very
Like
short.
a L with an apostrophe, sort of.
Yes, yes. It's a very, very short F. Lemelech. 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 You just sort of get a sound that's not really there when it's at the beginning of a word. You have to say something. Otherwise, you can't pronounce the lamed. So you say melech.
Lamella.
Amelech.
Now, what's missing, now that they've confused you, if there were two dots, look at the word lamella. What vowel do you think should be on that final letter?
The silent.
The silent one, the two dots you will find inside that vowel, that letter sentence. The chaf sofi takes a vowel, and you would find the silent vowel in the word melech. Okay? Don't worry about it if you don't understand it. If you're with it, that's fine. If not, I lost you again. What is going on? All right, let me get back in. Why aren't I? Wait a minute, this is Zoom. All right. I'm going to join your meeting again. I don't know what's going on with this.
I think you're just minimized.
No, I'm having
We
trouble.
see you and hear you, so the box is smaller probably.
No, I just came out. Now I've got this thing that says leave or cancel. There we go.
Say
Okay.
cancel.
Yeah, I did, but sometimes it didn't work at first. Okay. This is a page that I really need you ladies to spend some time on. Check your vowels, blend where you have to. If you look at line 10 or line 9, look at line 9. The first word will be
Let.
B.
Lee. Right, the yud is
Lee.
there. The second word would be
La.
With an like
is
that.
a vowel. Stop. Is a vowel under the vowel.
Yeah.
But why is there an F sound under with the lamed?
Because you can't pronounce it otherwise. There's a
Okay.
vowel under the final chaf. So that's
I
the
see
one.
it. Okay.
So what's the
Okay.
word?
Lacha.
Lacha.
Lacha, yeah.
Everybody say it? Lacha.
Lacha.
Now, the next words, let's assume that there is a silent vowel in the chaf, the final chaf. So
Right.
the word becomes,
La.
right. The
La.
chaf sofit always takes a vowel, either a silent vowel or an a vowel. Or an
So
a.
it's la.
Lach, yeah.
La.
Wow.
Like la next. Okay.
And
And the
that's
next one is
Low.
low.
low. And the next one is
La.
La.
la. Everybody with it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Miles, that's good. And the next one is
La.
Lachem.
Lahim.
Lachem.
Lahem. Lahem.
I want
Lachem.
one. Wait. I can't hear you. I want one person to read it.
Lachem.
The devil is going on. I touched this silly thing and it. No, I don't want to leave it. Cancel. All right, I'm not touching the computer. The word is the next to the last word. I want one person to volunteer, and then when I call on you, you'll read. Who's the volunteer? Next,
Laura.
Laura, go.
Sure.
So that's lachem.
No. What's that letter? The next.
Which
to the
one?
last, the middle letter.
The next to the last?
The middle letter.
Lahem.
Yes.
Lahem. Lahem.
And it's very important that you recognize that hey, because if not, you're going to be confused as anything. It's very short order.
Lahem.
Lahem. It's really important that you recognize all
Right.
because as more letters come on, you will be confused if you don't know. these.
Right.
And the very
And then
last one, the last
is
word
lachem.
is
Lahim.
Lachem.
lachem.
Uh-huh.
Are there
So one
any
is-
questions that would make you unable to practice that? Look at let's look at line 12.
What page is this?
What page?
13. 13.
Thank you.
We're not going any further.
Okay. Okay, shalom, shalom.
Lechem.
Yeah.
Lechem.
Lechem, yeah, perfect.
Shalom lechem. Shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah, no,
Those are two words.
Shalom is the sight word. What's the next one?
Lechem.
Third word's the same. Everybody got it? I want a different volunteer. I am going to volunteer Rochelle to read line 11. Rochelle, line 11?
Line 11,
Yes, please.
shalom, lachem,
Good.
shalom, lachem,
Good.
shalom, and lachem.
Yes. Okay. How about Celia reading line 10?
Which line?
10,
10?
please.
Shalom, Lee, Shalom, La.
What's that word? What's that word, Celia?
The second,
What is that?
Shalom, La.
Shalom. Not shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. That's a sight word, ladies. That's a word you should you should recognize anywhere. Shalom. Okay. So it's shalom Lee. What's the second one?
Shalom, La.
Good.
Shalom, Lacha.
Good.
Shalom, Love.
Bingo. You guys, you got it. Put this, copy the vowels from that sheet, that review page. Add this vowel to it. Okay, we're not going on.
Okay.
You've got a lot to practice here. We haven't had that much that's new. You have the hey, you have the o vowel. The introduction, you started good, thank you. You started to you're starting to see this vowel, the silent vowel, but you're not seeing it. You're seeing it, but it hasn't been really explained. But we've talked about it enough. So you've got the silent vowel, the hey, the shin, the o vowel. 2 vowels, 2 letters. But putting them together, you need to really practice it until you're comfortable. So as I have said, just a few minutes every day. And if you've got a grandchild or somebody who's going to Hebrew school, let's practice with them. They'll get a kick out of your doing it. I'm serious. I'm serious. I can just imagine it. I can imagine doing this with one of my students, my 8-year-olds. In most cases, the 8-year-olds begin to learn this. So that's where. But you're doing great. I'm really impressed with how well you all did today. No one seems to be struggling. Last week, I felt a couple of you were struggling a little more than you are now. So that's good news. Keep it up. And I'll see you all next week.
Thank you. Have a lovely
Thanks so
week.
much, Joan.